So we are back with the answer to the question whether psychology is a science or a social science. If you remember, we did that this first video of ours where we discussed what is psychology, and the question that we left with was whether psychology is a science or not. So for those who are seeing our video for the very first time, let me introduce myself to you. I am Sakshi Grover, organization and counseling psychologist, researcher, and founder of Cognizant. It's very difficult to define whether psychology should be taken as a science or a social science, as there are some of the aspects of psychology which are completely matching the realm of science and some of the feature does not meet. So before understanding if psychology is a science, it is important to understand what is science. How would you define science? What would be the characteristics of science? So science is a field that would try to predict behaviors and would try to give the facts based on different experimentations and theory formulation, and these become the characteristics of science also. So let us understand the three characteristics of science: experimentation, theory formulation, and replication. So experimentation is where there are a number of variables which are studied under a particular condition and they are yielding certain results. So let's suppose if I have to make water, I will take two molecules of hydrogen, one molecule of oxygen, combine them in a particular temperature and output would be water. Second is theory formulation. When the theories are being formulated on the basis of the experiments that are being done, so they would be constant. So now everyone knows, okay, for water I have to combine two hydrogen molecules and one oxygen molecule. And the third is replication. So replication means repetition. So whether I can repeat the experiment in the same condition or not. So whenever, wherever in the world I want to make water, or maybe in universe, I don't know. So maybe whenever I want to make water anywhere, I will combine two molecules of hydrogen, one molecule of oxygen at a particular temperature and make it as a water. Now coming to psychology, psychologists also do experimentation. They make theories related to behavior. For example, when we talk about the experimentation of conditioning that was done by Pavlov, where he tied the bichara dog with certain tubes and tried to understand how behavior is constructed, that was called as classical conditioning. That was an experiment that made a theory of classical conditioning in psychology, and it helped us to understand how humans are behaving. But the major issue that comes in psychology is that it is very difficult to replicate the study. The experimentations yield the same results when they are done in same environmental factors. So the different factors that are outside, like temperature, like variables, should be kept constant. In psychology, it becomes very difficult to make them constant because we are dealing with element that is changing in itself. So we are dealing with humans, and humans would basically change every time. Okay, so let's suppose if I say that authoritarian parenting is one of the best parenting, but I'm not actually sure that till when it will be true. It might change with the type of people, type of students, the characteristics of students and children we are having. So our realm, our variable which we are studying is ever changing. So it's very difficult to put psychology in the criteria of science just because of this factor that we are not constant. This is one of the reasons why psychology is considered as a human science, a science dealing with humans. So what do you think about psychology? Write your suggestion of topics in the comment box below on which you want us to make video. I will be back with these interesting videos soon. Till then, be safe and don't forget to subscribe our channel for more updates. Bye.